Hello, everyone. So good to see you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stephanie McPhail. I specialize in helping successful women learn how to thrive after ending toxic relationships. So today what we're going to talk about is what is the difference between people who are successful in health, wealth, and relationships and everybody else. Because there seems to be something that they do differently that get them the results that they're looking for. And some of you might be saying to yourself, well, they're just lucky. They were born into it. They just knew how to do it. Some of you might be saying to yourself, that's just, it's just not possible for me. I don't think that I can actually make the changes as those successful people. It's only for those special few, and I'm not one of them. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to give you 4 different secrets. So 4 secrets of what successful people do differently than the rest of us to get the results that we're looking for. So number 1, what do successful people do differently than everybody else? They get a clear vision of what they want. Now, what do I mean by that? They sit down and they figure out what it is that they want for their life. What kind of money do I want to make? What kind of relationship do I want? What do I want my health to be? And they get really clear on all of those things. Health, I want to be vibrant. I want to be feeling good. I want my body to work well for me. I want to be able to do all the fun things until old age. That might be something that they talk about. I want to be at a healthy weight, whatever those things are that someone would say. And then they figure out what they need to do to get there. For wealth, okay, what do I have to do with the money that I have that, I'm successful, I've got money coming in. How do I allocate that money properly to create the life that I want, to have the house that I want, to be able to go on the vacations, whatever it is. And then they plan those things out. They do what they need to do. And then for relationships, they figure out, well, what kind of relationship do I want? Do I want one where I'm with my best friend? Do I want one to go on adventures with? Do I want someone who's in an equal playing field as I am, who's as successful or possibly even more successful than I am? Do I want someone I can laugh with, have fun with, that really is my soulmate, that knows me on a level that I can say anything with? What is it that I really want? So successful people get really clear on what it is they want. So that clear vision is the number 1 thing. Number 2, they take action. So they don't just think about these things. They don't just sit around and dream about, oh my gosh, it'd be so great to have these wonderful things. Successful people take action on those things. They don't just talk about having health. They take action on it. They decide how they're going to, what kind of exercise routine, making sure that they are drinking their green smoothies, they're drinking their water, they're getting enough sleep, they're doing all the things to keep their body healthy for it to do all the things they need to do. They're taking action on their wealth. What do they need to do to take action on maybe putting the money in the right places, or making sure they have a retirement, or whatever it is they need to build the wealth that they are looking for? And for relationships, they are also going to be taking action on going out and looking for those people that are who they are looking for. They are taking action on, if the relationship isn't so great, they're going to end that relationship and not keep trying and forcing what isn't working to work. They're going to take action and do it in spite of the discomfort, even when the person seems better than maybe somebody else they've dated. But if it's not what they're looking for, they're going to end that relationship. So people who are successful are action takers. They act in spite of the fear. They act in spite of the discomfort of all of it. Because there's a lot of things, and I can tell you as someone who was on the other side, I was in toxic relationships. I wasn't really truly living the life that I wanted. And I was kind of like peeking over and looking at everybody else living the life that I wanted. And why can't I live that way? Why can't that be me? But I was trying to force a relationship that wasn't healthy for me. And I wasn't taking action on making the changes. I was just wishing and hoping that all those things would just happen to me, but I wasn't actually doing the things I needed to do. So that's something else that we need to make sure that we're paying attention to. Number 3, they know their weaknesses. People who are successful in health, wealth, and relationships know their weaknesses. If they don't have an expertise in health, they realize it. Oh gosh, I know nothing about nutrition. Wow, I wish. I hear all these things. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do for nutrition. How much should I actually exercise? I don't really know. I'm not where I need to be. So obviously I'm not doing it right. When it comes to wealth, wow, I'm not an expert when it comes to wealth. So what do I need to do to be able to create the wealth that I say that I'm looking for? When it comes to relationships, oh God, I am awful at relationships. What do I need to do to get better at relationships? They realize that they are not good at relationships, and they are able to understand that that's a weakness for them. They've never been able to create that life that with that relationship they're looking for. So they know that that's something that they are not good at. So relationships, knowing your weaknesses in all those 3 areas is really important, because here's what happens a lot of times. I'll talk to people and they're like, oh, I'll just figure it out. Okay, well, you haven't figured it out yet right now. How long have you been trying to figure it out on your own? Yeah, okay, and you still haven't gotten the results? Probably are not figuring it out, because we don't know. We don't know what we don't know, right? And the 4th tip that people who are successful, one of the 4th tip, the 4th secret that they do is in all of those things they are not good at. And that is so important, to get the help on the areas that you're not good at. If you are not knowledgeable about health and nutrition and taking care of your body, maybe you should talk to someone who knows how to create those things. Someone who's already living that life in your physical health. You're like, oh, I'd like to look like them. I'd like to have that kind of physical health. I would like to be in that kind of shape. I'd like to feel good. I'm going to talk to them. That's the person I'm going to reach out to. Someone who's currently where you want to be, and someone who's probably been where you have been right now. When it comes to wealth, realize, I'm not really great at knowing where the money goes. That's not my expertise either. So what do? We make sure we have a financial advisor, a financial planner. We make sure that we talk to people that are good with wealth, that are good with money. We talk to professionals that know what they're talking about, not just someone that we're talking to on the side of the street that's giving us some terrible information because they don't really know much more than we do, but they talk a big game. You talk to an expert. That's what successful people do. And when it comes to relationships, you talk to an expert. I was very successful in my business. I was very successful in the areas of creating a good work environment. I was really good at my job. I was really good at my career. And I had some really great friends, but I was really not very good at all at creating healthy relationships. That wasn't my thing. But I kept trying, and successful women we get hurt sometimes by the fact that we're really smart, but we're not making great decisions because we can't figure this out because we don't know what we are doing. So what do people who are successful do? They get help when it comes to relationships. What am I doing wrong? Where are the parts that I keep making mistakes? How do I create a healthy relationship? Maybe I need some help figuring out my vision. Maybe I don't know who I am, what I need. They get the help. I can tell you, no one who is doing multi-million-dollar businesses, none of those successful people did that totally on their own. None of those people who have never been in a toxic relationship or never created a healthy relationship after a toxic relationship, people who have no idea about health and wealth and relationships, those people that don't ask for help will stay stuck. They will stay trapped in that same place. But if you go and get help from someone who is where you are now, but where you want to be, those are the people that are going to help you get the results. And that's going to ensure that you, no matter what your background, no matter how long you've been repeating the same patterns, no matter what mistakes you've done in the past, that expert is going to make sure that you have the clarity that you need, you have the support that you need. They will help you take action. They will help you, give you the tools that they need, and make sure that you can create the life that you are looking for. So hopefully this was helpful for you. Hiki, I'm glad that you invited some friends to come and watch. I really appreciate that. If there's any comments that you want to share, please share your comments. If you're saying to yourself, hey, Steph, you're kind of making some sense here. I'd love to get some help in creating that health, wealth, and relationships and figure out what I'm doing wrong in all of those areas because I keep messing up. Please just comment action. Comment action in the comments, and we will reach out to you and talk to you about what taking action might look like for you, because it's going to be different for everybody. So let's talk about creating action for you, and comment action in the comments, and hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody. Bye.